Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Income Investors. My name is Moe and with me today is John Whitefoot. Today, we're going to be talking about another exciting dividend play. But before I go into any details, I want to let you know that anything you hear in this video is for education and informational purposes only. No matter how safe an investment sounds, it involves risk. To read more about it, please see the description below. Today, we're going to be discussing a stock that isn't a sin stock, but it does operate in the industry, and some may even be uncomfortable with it. That said, today's income stock has a massive upside potential. Because marijuana is illegal at federal level, it's tough for cannabis companies to access traditional banking channels. In fact, most banks won't, touch marijuana companies because of the risk associated with federal laws and concern about money laundering. This is why marijuana dispensaries don't accept credit cards. Until banking reform is enacted, it will be tough for pot stocks to drum up support. But even when banking reforms are processed, some marijuana companies will need access to capital outside of traditional banking channels. And that's where today's income stock comes in. AFC Gamma Inc., traded on NASDAQ under symbol AFCG. John?
Yeah, thanks, Mo. AFC Gamma. It's a pretty bland or innocuous term, but it actually stands for Advanced Flower Capital Gamma. And it's a real estate investment trust that provides institutional loans to U.S. cannabis companies. It offers loans and related facilities generally secured by substantial assets such as real estate, licenses, and cash flow. It serves all areas of the cannabis sector, including operators, real estate facilities, cultivation, equipment and supplies, processing and distribution, basically everyone that has anything to do with the U.S. cannabis industry. And it targets hold size in the range of 10 million to 100 million plus. And suffice it to say, there's a lot of cannabis companies looking for cash injection. To date, AFC Gamma has reviewed 925 deals, representing over 24 billion in aggregate value. Of those, the company's rejected 846 or 91.5% of those deals. It's currently funded just 13 of the deals that it has seen and continues to source deals across the cannabis industry and maintains a strong pipeline of active opportunities. Some of the company's current investments include well-known cannabis companies like Acreage Holding, Bloom Medicinals Holding, and Verano Holdings.
John, let me talk about this simple thing. I know interest rates are rising. It makes it more costly to borrow. On the surface, this is great for lenders like AFC Gamma. And it is. But it also means that businesses, have to make sure that companies they're lending to can meet their debt obligations. Do you have any comment on that?
Yeah, you're exactly 100% right. Lenders love higher interest rates, but given the market and interest rate volatility, AFC Gamma has taken a more conservative view to deploying and maintaining its capital, and it's served them well. In the first quarter, AFC Gamma reported net income of 10 million or 49 cents per share and distributable earnings of 11.6 million or 57 per share. This compares to first quarter 2022 earnings of 10.1 million and distributable earnings of 62 cents per share. So despite the massively higher interest rate environment, they're pretty close.
And what does it mean for its dividend?
Well, strong cash generation has helped it declare a first quarter dividend yield of 56 cents per share or $2.24 per share on an annual basis for a massive yield of 19.05%. Some may question whether that ultra high yield dividend is safe, and for now, it certainly is. Since going public in early 2021, AFC's Gamma's dividend has never exceeded its distributable earnings.
What's happening with the AFC stock?
Well, AFC Gamma's dividend has been taking off, but the same can't quite be said for the share price. It's currently down 24% year to date and 26% year over year. And a big share price loss like that would be bad if it was because of internal conflicts that are going on in the company, but that's not what's going on with AFC Gamma. AFC Gamma is doing really quite well. If anything, it has to do with the entire cannabis industry. For example, the ETF MG Alternative Harvest ETF, which is the world's largest cannabis ETF, it's down 57% year over year. Meanwhile, the Advisor Shares Pure US Cannabis ETF has lost 61% of its value over the last 12 months. Not the kind of news any shareholder likes to see, but that's what happens when you operate in an industry that's still illegal on the federal level.
And now let me talk about this. Cannabis can't really stay illegal forever. There has to be some movement toward legalization. I know Canada has been one of those countries where it has legalized marijuana, and states like Colorado. So we do have examples how legalization would work. So are there any movements?
No, you're right. 23 states have legalized recreational cannabis, and 38 states, 3 territories in the District of Columbia have all legalized medicinal cannabis. This is in addition to Canada and Mexico having legalized recreational weed. So if anything, the US is sandwiched in between these two major economies. The fact is, an overwhelming majority of Americans want to see cannabis legalized for recreational and medicinal use. A whopping 88% of Americans would like to see both forms legalized, and just 10% of voters say it should not be legal on any level. Moreover, our attitudes toward cannabis are changing pretty rapidly too. According to a survey from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, more Americans now favor legalized cannabis over legal tobacco. So yeah, more people are like in favor of cannabis. It's just a matter of time. It's an inevitability that it'll be legalized on the federal level. In the meantime, cannabis stocks are going to be under pressure, but that doesn't mean that Wall Street doesn't see sunnier days ahead, especially for AFC Gamma stock, with analysts providing a 12-month share price target of $16.50 to $25 per share. This points to potential gains in the range of 44% to 118%, which is massive. $16.50 price target isn't a stretch. AFC Gamma stock is trading at $11.47, but its book value is $16.49. So you sort of get where they're coming from with that number.
Thank you so much for talking about AFC Gamma Inc. It's NASDAQ listed provider of institutional loan to the cannabis industry. It has strong balance sheet, a high quality portfolio, and massive growing and addressable market. It's throwing off lots of cash and rewarding buy and hold investors with reliable, growing, ultra high yield dividend. Aside from inflation busting dividend, Wall Street think AFC Gamma stock could more than double over the coming year. That's it for today. We'll be back with another exciting dividend play soon. In the meantime, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to learn more about John's ideas, you could head directly to incomeinvestors.com.